Hey, it's the 12th, and hey, we got a little construction going on here. Whoa! Looks like they're fixing up a bridge up ahead and off this road, and more. So apparently we got to go down here. Howdy. Good morning. And looks like they kind of blazed the trail over here. I don't know. We're doing something. So we got to do this. But I had a Komatsu there and another machine, and I don't know. I don't know what we're supposed to do here. I don't know if we're supposed to blue blaze it. Nothing was said. But apparently I'm going to take this. That's what you're supposed to do. Yeah, all right. Okay, I don't know the date today, but it was so hot in the hills. We came into town and we met people and we got out of the hot hills. But this is what I'm eating. And I also had a cheeseburger before and a chicken sandwich, and that was about 3 hours ago, and I'm loading up again. Once again I am, and I'm with some friends, and they are also, these guys are from England, believe it or not, and you've seen this guy before, and this young lady is, I walked with her today, and she's very, very good at what she does. So I was struggling to stay up with her, and we're at this, I don't even know the name of this place, but it's a nice joint. This is like something like back at home, and they got a nice deck outside, and check out this. This is just like this is our style, right? So and look at that, it's got the moose up there, and how could you not pick out a better place to come? And yeah, well anyway, so don't feel too bad about me. We're eating good, and but it was very hot today in the mountains, and it was hot. So we got off the trail, and we're gonna hit it tomorrow. Hey, and thanks for helping us out.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Okay, this was outside of one of the best places I've eaten, and it filled us up, and here we are, and we're all having a good time. Oh, we're going to take a group picture here. Okay, we got some equipment down the bottom of the street. I might be working here tomorrow, right there. Okay. There's also a military base in this area, both of them. I don't know, this is Lipdale, Pennsylvania, and because there's a lot of military in present around here, both, and I don't know what divisions they are, but we thank everybody what they do, and I don't know what kind of military, but there's two of them at the base, I guess. Okay, here we back, come across the highway, and we come up to this old iron bridge. I don't know what it housed. It might be a train bridge. I don't know. I didn't see the paperwork on it. It's old. Got a wooden deck on it, but you can see it's quite old. We followed that river down a little ways, and yesterday was like 92 or 93 degrees. It was very hot. I ended up going into Lickdale because of it was just too hot. We went in, I was walking with a girl, Sunshine, I think, and I walked with this gentleman yesterday a little bit, and it was and I got dropped off, and this is the bridge. So it's supposed to be a hot one today, and hopefully tomorrow and the next day is supposed to cool down a little bit. So, but I don't know what this bridge was. Do you know what the bridge was before? Now, well, it's a beautiful bridge. If it was a train bridge, could be, but it could be also for cars or a trolley. Anyway, all right, we'll see you up the trail. Well, good morning. Climbing up, I figured I'd talk to you a little bit. We finally get to the top of this. It's another 1,000-foot climb. Every time you go to a road, especially a highway, and that one had a bridge which housed something. It either took mules, something across the bridge. There was a river by it, which later on there was some old locks there, so there was some kind of canal crossing. Must have towed the barges with the horses or donkeys. So it was old. There was some remnants of it. As you can see, I'm on the trail. It's loaded with rocks. This isn't the real bad part of Pennsylvania yet. Actually, probably in about 5 days, it's gonna come. The worst part. This is the half worst part. But as you can see, I'm still climbing. You never know where the top is. Actually, I thought it was on the top. We walked down a little bit, and then I climbed back up. But every time you get to a highway road crossing, or anything, that's like a gap. So you end up going up again to the ridge. And that's what we walk. The top of the ridge of the mountains. And it's usually a 1,000-foot climb. Down south more, it was anywhere from 1,500 to sometimes 2,000 feet to get back up on that mountain ridge. The only thing wrong with this one is the heat. Yesterday was 92, 93 degrees. They broke records from 1972. Seen that on the news. I was walking with a girl. It just seemed like we were walking the same pace, and we ended up talking, which I'm fixing my water bottle, which was good, because when we talked, it takes some of the day away, and you end up it goes by fast. So we got to a road crossing. Her feet were beat, and the heat, I was beat, and Lickdale was only like 2.5, 3 miles away or something, and a series of like Burger King, McDonald's, convenience stores, so you can get your resupply. And so that's what we did. Hitched in, threw my stuff in the back of a pickup. Matter of fact, I sat in the pickup. I let her get in the car, the pickup, and dropped this off right next to Wendy's. It didn't take too much. Ran right in there. I had a cheeseburger and a chicken sandwich and a couple of things of iced tea, and then we tried. Well, she convinced me, actually. We were going to hike back to the woods, but the parking lots were hot. Everything was hot. 2 motels right there. We both decided we're gonna get rooms. We did. Other hikers that I knew were there. That's how we hooked up with I Think I Can. And he brought us out to eat. He tried to pay, which he's probably still mad at me. But I paid for myself, and we met up with them English guys. And they paid for themselves. And he did us a great enough chore just to bring us there. And he goes from, his trekking is, he does it with a car. That's his, he goes from car to car, 2 cars he has, and he, that's how he goes, and he walks in between. And it works for him. That's how he gets from place to place. And I thank him. That was nice of him to bring us. And he dropped me off this morning, and another hiker up ahead. It's hot, so miles are not going to be doing good today. I'm not going to do what I thought I was. It takes me about an hour and a half to get my lungs adjusted, my legs adjusted to the temperatures, and just to get back into walking. Like that hill, it just burns you up, burns your lungs up. Every morning I go through this, so about another half hour or so I'll get my groove and start making some miles, but it's hard. It's probably 85 right now. So anyway, we'll not many views, so I'm glad there is trees up there shading us. That's the view. You can't see nothing. In between the trees you can see a valley somewhere, but no. And I'm glad for the trees because they keep the heat off your back. All right, till the next time. Today. Well, you gotta be kidding me. How did that shut off? Hey, well, just in case this didn't happen, we'll do another one. It didn't look like it went off right, but anyway, I was coming through the woods. My friends were here ahead of me that camped out, and I come across here and we have some trail magic. Slick over here, he did it in 2004, and I hope I'm not repeating myself, but cold ones, Cokes, Gatorades, we got Snickers bars, we got the whole works here. And the boys were all sitting in a chair. Slick here, he did the trail. He knows what trail magic's all about. And I hope this ain't a rerun, but I looked at my phone and it didn't look like it went off right. So we're glad Slick's here today in the hot, hot sun. And it was a nice, refreshing place to come to. And he's done the trail. It probably wasn't really, trail magic wasn't really a big thing maybe then. He did miss a few. But nowadays these guys, they come back to it and do it. And on a nice summer day. And he knew right where to come. Look at him. He's enjoying himself. All right. We're going across the street there, jump back on the trail, and we're going to head down the road. So we'll see you up the trail. Okay, it's about 3 o'clock. We're at Kimbo Overlook, right before we get to the 501 shelter. That's about another 10th away from here. Just a little view over a set of rocks. The trail comes that way, and we're headed that way. Very hot. We're in the 90s again. It's a rough trail, up and down, some rocks, then you get a good spot. But wherever you get a good spot, it's going to change. So I don't know how many miles I'm going to put in. I'd like to get at least a couple good more in. But I'm wearing out. So let's see what we do. But here's a good view. Oh, by the way, at this view, we're basically at 1193. That's the miles, 1193. And that means I got 996 miles to get to Katahdin. 996 miles. That sounds better. Okay. And that sounds real better. I'm in the 3-digit numbers. Okay, it's Wednesday the 14th. I came out of coming down this trail right here. And here we go. We got a little trail magic from Kojak. He's a 2000 hiker. And he's going to throw a picnic on June 17th. But we're over here at mile 12,003, which means I only have 986 miles to Katahdin. Wow. So I'm at 12:03, somewhere while I'm walking here this morning, which I started at 5:30. It's about 7 o'clock now. I've done a little over 3 miles, I guess. Yeah, over 3, almost 4. And here we are. We're at Pennsylvania 183. It's a road crossing. And we're trying to get to, not Port Clinton, Hamburg. It's right next to it. I'm trying to get there tonight. So the road crossing's right up ahead. I'm having a nice tea and I'm moving on. Alright, so we're going down the trail, and I've always seen the grass cut, but we got a trail maintenance person right here, and hi there. And she's got one of these things that you don't even see no more, hardly.
There you go.
And the trail does look like this, and now it looks trimmed. And it takes somebody with muscles and somebody with determination to do this and walk all the way to nowhere and trim.
And we do it for you.
And you're not even getting paid to do it.
No, we're not.
So these are the good people. So I just want to say thank you. I've always seen, and I never know how they do it, but I know it would have had to been with them. That's pretty new.
Yeah,
That's not the old style that you got out of a yard sale.
No, I've had quite a few years, but
Yeah.
does the job.
Well, I thank you for doing it.
I enjoy it.
That's I don't know how you can enjoy it, but anyway, that's part of work.
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
okay.
It's not work to me.
All right. Well, and she's got a pack with her, and it's just wow. See, people do this for us. So thank you very much for what you did. And I don't know if you're with anybody else down the road here. You all by yourself?
By myself, enjoying the day.
Imagine enjoying the day this way. Sounds like a job to me.
I'm with the Blue Mountain Eagle Climbing Club. And
Yeah.
we maintain this area.
That whole section. Well, thank you guys. Thank you.
You're all the ones that had the trail magic last weekend, huh?
We're at 501.
No, it was somewhere down the...
And that's how things go. So we're trying to make it to Hamburg, Port Clinton area. We still got a long ways to go. All right, we come out to where Port Clinton is. We came up that trail. Come to an old train station, and there's probably active real trains that come through here, but there's a bunch of old dinner trains and an old station over there. And this is where we're going. Fort Clinton. Trying to get down to the post office to drop off some of my gear, and I'll be staying in the next town next to it, which would be Hamburg. So we're going, we're hiking on, trying to get to the post office before it closes. So we pass over a river area, and we're going to actually, this must be their work area. There's a train area down there still, but yeah, nice little river going on here, and yeah, and that's where the trains go by. Like I said before, we usually never see big rivers up on top, but when you get down, we did climb from that ridge up there, which you can see all the way over there. You climb down, you know, I would assume that at least 800 feet, I would say, without looking at my map. Okay. Left the train station area, went and put out a box at the post office. I sent back my back home my sleeping bag and a few other things, the long pants and some other things, and trying to lighten the pack weight. We came out of those hills right there, down into the valley. So tomorrow we head. Well, I went to a steakhouse over there somewhere, had steak, a ribeye, and, well, actually, we're going to go over here after to this Largest Kobelo. Cabela is like a sporting goods store, which has just got bought out, I guess, by Bass Pro Shop. A couple of campers parking overnight here. But in the morning, that valley right there is where the highway goes through. We'll be, and I might be walking along, maybe the other guy will. He had a problem with his package, but I'll be coming up over that ridge, over up there, and we're heading north, which is, well, that last peak and beyond. There's quite a few deep gaps in there. It's going to be quite the climb. Very bony up there. It's a rocky road. One guy emailed the guy that I'm walking with, his trail name is On The Go. He's got like a website, and but I'm going in here, the Cabelas. Never been in a Cabela before. This is the world's largest one. Going in here to buy another pair of shorts, and because I sent back my long pants and I don't have nothing to change into, so I'm going to buy another pair of shorts and maybe a pair of lightweight rain pants, and otherwise, and then I'm staying at that blue sign over there, the Microtel, which was nice, which is that building behind the Toyota sign. It was nice to take a shower, clean up. It was hot again today once we got out of the ridge, and so we did like 20 miles, and we got to the post office around 2:30, just in time because they close at 4. So, all right. And Angie, I'm in a town called Hamburg, Pennsylvania. Now, Angie, I know you're listening because you've been watching my videos. Hamburg, Pennsylvania, USA, not Germany. And you're from Germany, Hamburg, Germany, I'm sure. And this is Hamburg, Pennsylvania, USA. And this is the Cabela here. So I'm glad you're listening, Angie. You can comment if you want. Okay, we're about to head here, and remember, we're from Pennsylvania, not Germany. But all right. And Carrie told me that, Angie. So anyway, all right. We are about to go in here, and it's still hot tonight. It's up in the 80s. Okay, this dog is on the trail. I figured I'd show you. We're in the front of Cabela. You can tell they got the packs here. That's our typical routine. You leave your packs outside the building. That's an AT dog right there. He's on the trail, and you can tell by the the Gatorade bottles and the whole work. So they're in here too buying resupplies. Okay,